What is going on in the market in October 2022? Well, in this video, we'll be taking a look at the entire Sword and Shield era booster boxes and ETBs of all the different sets to see what's really been going on, because there's been some good movement. So let's go and take a look. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now in this video we're going to be taking a look at TCG Player to give us an idea of what's been going on in the market with all of these different sets in the Sword and Shield era. We're coming to the end of the year and the end of the era for Sword and Shield, and there's been some movement this month of all these different sets, so we're going to find out right now. Okay, first off we have Sword and Shield base set. Now this is okay, it's not a great set. It's been climbing though. If we take a look, $231 right now. It is climbing, we can't deny that. It is going up. Is this a set that I would pick up? Personally not, but it is climbing. That is one thing. Now it is out of print. It's been out of print for some time now, and that's one of the reasons why this box has been going up over the past 3 months. And it is, you know, not too bad. $230. If you picked it up when it came out, then you're doing pretty well. But there's not much really to say about this set apart from it's a base set. It's not the most exciting set, and that has a massive impact on the value of the set moving forward. I don't feel like this is going to be a great one to pick up, but it has been going up. Next up we have Rebel Clash, aka Rebel Trash. Now again, this has been going up like Sword and Shield base, but it is not really moving a huge amount recently. It's kind of been pretty stable. It's in around $190 right now. Again, if you pick this up when this came out, it's out of print now, then you'll be doing pretty well. It's not climbing anywhere near as fast as some of the other sets in the Sword and Shield era, but we can't deny that it has been climbing, and it's quite interesting. People don't really enjoy opening this set at all. Some people say this is the worst set in the Sword and Shield era, but these booster boxes, $200 nearly? That's quite interesting. All right, moving on to Darkness Ablaze. Now this set obviously is the home of the Charizard VMAX, which is the chase card in the set. It's not a very valuable card, in around $40–50 for the most expensive card in the set. Kind of weak, not gonna lie. Normal VMAX as well, so it's not that difficult to pull. One of the reasons why it's not that expensive. $130 for a booster box. It's been sitting around this for so long. Hasn't really moved. It's one of the sets where it's just kind of just sat there. Had a big reprint a few months ago, and it hasn't really bounced back from it since. In my opinion, it's one of the weakest sets in the Sword and Shield era for long term, and it's not really moving. And it shows, which means it's not great potential long term compared to some other sets. Next up we have Champion's Path, and again similar to Ablaze, Charizard is the chase card in the set. There's 2 of them, but again this isn't very good. It's an ETB specialist set. It's not got no booster boxes or anything like that, but it has been dropping. It was over $100, now it's below $100. Do I see this being a great long term? Probably not. Now, a lot of the cards from the set are pretty weak compared to the 2 Charizards. You're in it for the Charizards, basically. If you don't pull the Charizards, you're going to lose money opening this set. It is not very good. Packs are quite pricey. You know, long haul, is this a great pickup? No. I think there's other specialist sets, especially in the Sword and Shield era, which are better than Champion's Path. In my opinion, Celebrations is better than Champion's Path. Shining Fates is better than Champion's Path. I just don't feel like it's worth it, especially for that $100 price tag. Next up, we have Vivid Voltage. Now, I love Vivid Voltage. Home of the Rainbow Chonkachu. Again, very expensive card. Is really the main chase card of the set. As a subset, which does really help this set compared to some of the others, but it's been pretty stable. I mean, this booster box really, for the longest time, has been sitting around that 120, 130 mark for a long time. Like Ablaze, both of them had a massive reprint a few months back, and we've seen not really much movement from this set as well. We obviously recently saw a massive reprint of the ETBs from Vivid Voltage, as well as Ablaze. That also does have an impact on the overall, you know, value of just booster boxes and just the set overall. That's one thing to take into consideration. But Vivid Voltage, I love this set, isn't really moving much. Okay, right, on to Shining Fates. Now, Shining Fates is a weird one. It is being reprinted an absolute ton. It has been printed into oblivion, but in my opinion, I still think it's great just because of how cheap it really is. $44 for an ETB specialist set, again similar to Champion's Path, under half the price of Champion's Path ETB. And there are some great cards in this set. Shiny Charizard VMAX, chase card in the set, but then the baby shinies are great. You know, the full art shinies are great, and that helps the set massively. The subset in here as well. The pull rates are fantastic. It is a great set to open. Not massively, you know, huge valuable cards apart from the Charizard, but you do get a lot of stuff in this set when you open it, and for the price, you can't go wrong. So this has been pretty stable. Is there going to be more prints of this? Who knows? The printing has really damaged the overall value of Shining Fates ETBs, but hopefully it'll bounce back over time, but we have to wait and see. On to Battle Styles. Now again, like Rebel Clash, this is one of the sets that people don't really like a huge amount. I really like Battle Styles, have a master set of it, but it is the cheapest booster box to pick up, and that does hold some weight to it. Being the cheapest booster box really means you can't go wrong. Take Rebel Clash, not a great set, yeah, worst set in the Sword and Shield era. 180, 190 a box. you picked up for 90, you're laughing. Same with Battle Styles. It will eventually get there. It'll take time, but I do feel like you can't really go wrong for a booster box that's under $90. Next up, we have Chilling Reign. Now, this has been a set where, it kind of got a bit underrated and hasn't really done much. The booster boxes are sitting around $100 right now. Hasn't really moved. Still quite easy to get hold of. I really like this set. I really do. And it's got fantastic artwork, fantastic cards in it. But it's tough. It's tough to get the pulls. Doesn't have a subset. The single card prices are holding pretty steady actually for Chilling Reign. In my opinion, Chilling Reign is better than Battle Styles for the long term, in my opinion. But I do feel like $100 again hasn't really moved much. It's kind of out of print, but there's still some of it. There's still like a decent amount of it around. So I don't really see this going up much in the near future, but may start climbing when we hit 2023. Okay, elephant in the room, Evolving Skies. We all know about Evolving Skies. It is going literally to the moon. $240 right now. If there's no reprints coming soon, then this booster box will head towards $300. Yeah, and plus $300. This is insane. We know it's the best set in the Sword and Shield era. It has been climbing very rapidly. Take a look at this in 3 months. 150, 240. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Is there going to be any more reprints? Who knows? Pretty much anything that has Evolving Skies in it, so any tins, collection boxes, even the ETBs, and snatched up. People really want to crack packs to try and pull the big, really expensive cards, and the booster boxes are just climbing and climbing and climbing, and it's crazy how expensive this set has gotten, and it's still in print. That's the crazy thing. So there could still be a reprint unlike the other sets. We have to wait and see. Next we have Celebrations ETB. Now Celebrations, great set. ETBs have actually been climbing over the past couple of months, and that's not too bad. They are getting a little bit tougher to find. I'm not gonna lie, I find them quite tough to find here in the UK. This is a good product. It really is. Fantastic ETB. Tons of stuff you get in there. Single card prices haven't really been moving much, although the Charizard has been moving a little bit. But overall, it is a pretty fun set to open. You get a ton of packs in there, 10 celebration packs plus 5 additional packs, 15 pack for $80 or just under $80. It's not too bad. It is a good set. It is a good set and it is a great product. There are different versions of Pokemon Center. You've got the Ultra Premium Collection Box. Overall, the ETB itself is great, so it is climbing. I do see Celebrations down the line, 2 years, it will be a very, very strong set. I kind of feel like the ETB though will probably not be as good as the Pokemon Center or the Ultra Premium, but nonetheless, it is better than Champion's Path. We have Fusion Strike up next. $100, just under $100 a box. That's not too bad. It's been pretty stable at around $100 recently. It did jump up from around $90. So it has been climbing, similar to Chilling Reign, sitting around the $100 mark. Again, in my opinion, better than Battle Styles. This is a tough set to get the pulls in. Single card prices are actually rising. Gengar and the Espeon especially, they're climbing to new heights. This is a fun set to open. I really started to appreciate Fusion Strike. Ton of it around. Absolute ton of it around. One of the reasons why it hasn't really moved much, and it's probably not going to move much for the coming months because it's still in a print cycle and there's a lot of it. Then we have Brilliant Stars. Now, when was the last time we saw a booster box reach $160? It was Evolving Skies, and where is it now? Well, $240. So now we're looking at Brilliant Stars. Is this going the same way as Evolving Skies? It's getting that way. It really is getting that way. Now, this set did release this year. Released at the beginning of the year, has a decent amount of time left of reprints, so I wouldn't be surprised if we'll see another reprint in the coming months for Brilliant Stars, which will hopefully knock that price down a little bit. It is a bit pricey in my opinion at $163. Now if we can get it down to below $140, that would be really good. This is a fantastic set, second best set in the era in my opinion. I think it's a great set. Charizard going up in value, quite a few cards holding good value, 5 Charizard in the set. You got the Evolution, you've got Trainer Gallery. There's so much going for this set. It's incredible, and that's one of the reasons why booster boxes are going up in price. They're quite hard to find. They're quite hard to find over here in the UK as well. So, 163, climbing very steadily. We don't see a reprint by the end of the year. We could be seeing, $180 to $200 a booster box for Brilliant Stars. Astral Radiance. Now, Astral Radiance has actually been an interesting set. It didn't really do very well out of the gate, but people started to realize actually it's a really good set to open. Got the Trainer Gallery, got some really big chase cards in the Machamp, and this is a fun set to open. I really enjoy opening up Astral Radiance. $100 right now, been pretty stable around the $100 mark, and it's pretty good. Chilling Reign, Fusion Strike, all around $100. You can't really go wrong with these sets. I actually think Astral Radiance is probably better than the other two just because of the Trainer Gallery, but this is still a pretty decent set. It's not going to move much, quite new, but it is pretty good. Then we have Pokemon Go. Now this set hasn't been doing very well. well, unfortunately. Elite Trainer Box has been falling like flies, and the other products in this, set has not been doing very well either. I think it came out way too late. It should have came out years ago. The pull rates are all over the place. There's some cards which are really easy to pull, like the Mewtwo, V Alt Art. I've pulled 3 of them. Pulled 3 Radiant Charizards, which is absolutely crazy. I've opened maybe, I would say, 100 packs of Pokemon Go, but the rainbows are really tough to find. I find the rainbow cards really, really tough. But yeah, $40 right now. It's been falling like mad. Great time to pick it up. Super cheap, like Shining Fates. Can't really go wrong when it's really cheap. So, I mean, long term, will it, go up? It will. It will go up over time. But right now, it's a great product to pick up because it's so cheap and it's fun to open. It's not bad, but it's just not performing as well as people thought originally when it came out. And then finally we have Lost Origin, which is the brand new set that recently came out. This has been a good set, in my opinion. $102 has dropped since its release, but around $100 seems to be the norm for most recent releases. We had that with Astral Radiance as well, and now with Lost Origin. Chilling Rain, Fusion Strike, pretty much the same. Brilliant Stars the only one recently that's kind of just exploded out of the gate and has been doing really, really well. Obviously Evolving Skies as well. Lost Origin has a great trainer gallery, absolutely fantastic. Really chase alt arts that people really want. This is a great set to open. Really, really good. In my opinion, I think it is a really good contender to be one of the top 3 sets in the Sword and Shield era, but we have to see how we'll do long term in the next 6 months or so. Don't forget, it's just come out, so the prices are pretty stable as there's a lot of it everywhere. So there you have it, guys. That is the Sword and Shield market right now in October. Some movement, not a huge amount. Biggest movement really is in Evolving Skies and in Brilliant Stars. Most of them are sitting around the $100 mark. There's others that haven't really been doing much, like Vivid Voltage and Dance Ablaze. Battle Stars is still a really good cheap alternative product to pick up, but I would probably spend about $10 more and pick up something like Lost Origin or Chilling Rain or Fusion Strike. Rebel Clash, Sword and Shield base, that means they're out of print. They're getting a bit old now. They are climbing, but Brilliant Stars is the one to really keep an eye on. Really could do with a reprint. Has a decent amount of time left in its reprint cycle, unlike Evolving Skies. So we have to wait and see what happens. Probably nothing towards the end of this year. Probably will be at the start or in Q1 of 2023. Anyway, guys, if you made this far into the video and you've enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon content. And let me know down in the comments, out of all these sets, which one is your favorite and which ones have you been collecting? Me, personally, I'm very, very interested in picking up Lost Origin. I think Lost Origin is a great set. I know it's not really moving much right now, but in my opinion, I think it's really, really good. And same with Brilliant Stars. It's going the same way as Evolving Skies. We have to wait and see as we approach towards the end of the year. Anyway, guys, that is it from me in this video. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, you guys are legends, and I'll see you all in the next one.